have an announcement to make. I am officially a Cardi B fan. Ah, yes. Still screaming into the void, I see. I don't care what the headlines or the haters say. I am a Cardi B fangirl. And no, I'm not sorry. Her latest album, Am I the Drama, is the tipping point that has solidified my recent fandom. In the grand story that is rap, where each individual is playing their part to make one big rap song, Cardi B, the character rapper, not the person, is the reality TV star. She is outrageous, short-tempered, and dramatic. I also just really like looking at her. It gives me good feelings. She is so damn glamorous and fabulous. So it came out like glabrous. She's glabrous. Artists that I fangirl over are especially fun for me because I get excited to cheer them on in their careers. It's very simple. The more they win, the more I win, because I get more of that sweet, sweet, sweet music that makes them a winner. And speaking of winners, Cardi B's music is always a celebration. She uses every opportunity to assert and defend her place in the social and rap hierarchy. Her music has sort of this empowering tone. She is always confident, self-assured, and most of her music is a celebration of herself. If you are a fan, each of these declarations serves as fuel for your own fandom. If she's winning and you're a fan listening to her songs about how much she's winning, it's like turning up in 4D. The song Salute is a perfect example of this, a song that displays this camaraderie she's developed with her supporters. Her tone is something like bad bitches unite. It's full of confidence from all different kinds of angles, even in the way in which she receives support. It's almost as if she is complimenting her fans on their own fandom. Her fans are like, I like you, Cardi. And she's like, thank you. Now see, this is a real ass bitch right here. But she also doesn't have a super lofty tone. She speaks to her admirers the same way she speaks to herself, actually calling them bad bitches and noticing their praiseworthy attributes from afar. Now, she doesn't specifically mention her music fans. So when I say fan, I mean anyone that is supporting her according to her own standards, which we don't know because we don't know her. But I am assuming based off her music that her standard is, of course, herself. Someone that shares the same qualities that she has in the way in which she interacts with the world, because we don't know her. My very, very long point that I'm trying to make is that ultimately these sentiments just really encourage support. Her confidence is almost contagious in this way. I am cheering for Cardi B too. I don't have a choice. Go Cardi! Now, I could just as easily not like her for all the reasons that people do. Her character rapper persona and her media shenanigans are very polarizing this way. But I just do. And I feel very lucky to like her, because if you're a fan, I mean, we're just having a lot of fun right now. Cardi B also has a dark side in which she takes a very offensive approach to dismantling her obstacles and solving all of her problems. These problems are mostly her relationships in terms of things like betrayal and heartbreak, and the hate that she receives in the media. I love this the most about Cardi B, and I like that she is continuing to do this in her music and doubling down on it even by using her recent media scrutiny as creative fuel. And based off this album, she certainly seems to be leaning more into her shit talking, her humorous wordplay, and that classic Cardi B hair trigger temper. Songs like Dead, Magnet, and Trophies are perfect examples that display this dark Cardi. This aspect of her music is just the holy grail for Cardi B, in my opinion. She did not take the what's gonna sound good in the club approach, which in my mind was a real possibility based off of just the media frenzy that surrounded her. But she seemed to show up as an authentic version of herself, which is one of the things that people really do love about her. So this tells me that if this is working for her, that she will be hitting us with more of this kind of music. So I'm doing my part and celebrating this. Yes, yes, we want more. And I also love her sense of humor in these tracks. I might have mentioned that before, but that's definitely worth mentioning twice because I love humor. Finally, I liked the stretch from Safe all the way through Outside. The song Safe starts off with her talking about how she feels safe with someone else. And then it goes through sort of this processing of what happened in her previous relationship, which we can rightly assume is Offset. But we don't know. We honestly, we could assume for real. But we don't know. So a previous relationship, and she kind of goes through the processing of that, and then it ends in the classic Cardi B way. Oh well, time to start winning again. I thought the storytelling of this little segment was really good, and I actually don't know for sure if Safe was about someone else. It could have also been about her, about maybe Offset in the beginning of their relationship, and then goes through to when it fell apart to her going back outside. And it's sort of fun to think about the possibilities of both of those songs and maybe how it changes this overall narrative. Either way, I did enjoy this, that meat in the album, and it to me showed that she is rounding herself out very nicely. Cardi B is not just displaying one aspect of being, an entertainer. She has some layers that she's adding in and really building a captivating story around her music. I haven't got a chance to review her previous albums, so this is just going off of memory. But if you are a Day One fan and you have her previous work burned into your brain, I'm curious to know if maybe you noticed some of these same changes, or maybe you heard something different. Please comment below. Now, as far as her career is going to go, I have no idea. No one knows how it's going to end, but I think based off of this project and sort of how everything is unfolding so far, she definitely has the stuff for good legacies. As far as what that legacy is really depends on the decisions she, the person we don't know, makes in the years to come. I also don't know how the album is performing. I thought about looking it up, but I'm just gonna put my complete independent thought out there, and maybe it is like tanking and getting trashed, and that would be crazy. But it could be getting a lot of hate right now because her last studio album, Invasion of Privacy, was like just one of those once in a lifetime projects that is nearly impossible to top. So it could just be not performing that well because of the timing. Or maybe it is another Invasion of Privacy. Maybe our girl Cardi B is doing it right now. I was tempted. I'm still tempted, but I'm really enjoying this album. I'm not ready for the noise quite yet. So those are my thoughts on the album. What did you think about it? Am I looking at this through my fangirl tinted glasses? Or did she really do her thing? Also, my final announcement, this will be my last YouTube video. I must go where the music takes me, and right now, the music is taking me away from this very fast-paced, very loud place. From here, you can catch me vibing in the real world and documenting all my finds on my Substack publication, rapstans.substack.com. This is my favorite place to deep dive into rap. If you found something here that resonated with you, I invite you to join me on my Substack, where we can deep dive into the artistic expression of rap and give rap the kind of love it truly deserves. This is signing up to receive my newsletters, rapstans.substack.com, and entering your email address is the best way to support my mission. I put some very fun thought experiments / writing prompts at the end of each article to encourage you to think about some of these themes for yourself. And I am trying to cover as much as my ears can stomach. So you never know, I might just be writing your next favorite piece about your favorite artist. I will catch you guys out there. Look each other in the eye, tell the truth, and please, always choose love. Peace out and namaste.